Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars Dad, Nooch Too Good, and with all of the with the major announcements being made in the game yesterday, today, whatever. We spent like 3 hours going over this on stream today. The massive changes in the game to pretty much everything that relates to the game. There's going to be a lot of, we'll be covering this a lot this week. And today I want to look at some of the relic changes, the way that they're changing the way how relics are accessed, relic levels are accessed, relic gear down there in the corner, signal data, relic gear, etc. How it is farmed, accessed, and how really all the way through Relic 7 is going to be relatively cheap, you know, much more affordable than it has been at any previous time in the game, much more affordable. And they've also even benefited you getting to Relic 9 and maybe some questions when it comes to Relic 10. So let's take a look at the announcements here. And I was up here and I scrolled down a little bit. So the first thing to note is right here that on going to Relic 9, so when you're going from Relic 8 to Relic 9, they are removing fragmented signal data, chromium transistors, and erodium heat sinks from the Relic 9 recipe. So you'll no longer need those to go to Relic 9. Let's pull up a character here of mine. I've got Darth Bane here at Relic 8, I think. Yeah. So right now to go to Relic 9, I need 20 chromium transistors. These are not hard to get, by the way. If you get those Mark 7 discs in the arenas or the guild store every day, not every day when they show up, not that hard to get. Erodium heat sinks a little more scarce, a little more challenging to get. From your comm links, your comms or whatever. So erodium heat sinks, that'll be out, that'll no longer be required as of November 18th. So, and then also you won't need this fragmented signal data. So what does this mean for me and for you? Well, if I've got a character at Relic 8 today that I want to take to Relic 9, which Darth Bane would be near the top of that list, right? With Relic Delta coming in, I should wait. Don't do it until the update comes on November 18th. Do not take any characters to Relic 9, and do not buy any relic gear that you don't have to until November 18th. We'll talk about the gear available in the shops here. Do not buy it from the shops, I mean, in a moment. But do not take Darth Bane to Relic 9 until November 18th, and the update is in the game, and I no longer have to spend these, nor these, nor these to take him to Relic 9. That's the first note from the update. Additional notes, they're going to increase the amount of relic material inflows, so there'll be more relic materials available from the episode track. So from episode track, instead of getting these other salvage boxes, you're going to get relic 1 through 5 and tier 3 1 through 3 signals, tier 1 through 3 signal data, sorry. So that means the 1 through 3 signal data is going to be fragmented signal data and I think incomplete signal data. Now, tier 1 through 3, does that mean relic tiers? Hold on, let's see what that says. No, I think that means all the relic. I think that means you're going to get some of this flawed signal data as well. And the reason for that being that you're going to need corrupted signal data for relic for gear 10, and we'll talk about that in a moment. So it's going to be more available along the episode track for you as far as relic materials and signal data in there. They're going to update and more signal data in the episode shipments as well. We'll see. A lot of stuff we don't get any specifics on that. That could be like two fragmented signal data for like, I don't know, 5,000. You know, generally speaking, a lot of the gear in there is not worth purchasing. All right. Although the relic gear is well worth purchasing, so maybe it will be. All right, anyway. Increased access to relics. So we're going to have arrow magnifiers and droid brains available to scrap in the scavenger shop. And we'll talk about this in a second. So we're gonna have arrow magnifiers and droid brains. Now, what are arrow magnifiers and droid brains? They are these are arrow magnifiers, and they are these droid brains. Arrow magnifiers are required to go from Relic 7 to Relic 8. Droid brains along with girded keypads are required to go from 8 to 9. So you're getting additional pieces available to scavenge in the scavenger to go to Relic 8 and 9 in the game. And that's going to be pieces that are not currently out there. I looked it up on stream. These Mark 12 armor tech, we can look it up here. Let me just copy this here. It's these pieces right here. It's these pieces right here. You can see it. You don't spend those on any other gear right now. So those will be used for arrow magnifiers and also for droid brains. You can also use Chirotex. That's interesting as well. So you'll be able to use Chirotex to salvage these in the salvage shop too. And that's actually going to be kind of important for you end gamers who have just buttloads of Chirotex, like thousands and thousands and thousands of Chirotex, because you just don't have enough places to apply it in the game. That's going to be a big deal there. Okay, now, corrupted signal data. I think this is important to talk about, and this is a wait and see, but it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. Relic 10 is going to be very expensive to begin with. They did mention you're going to get some Relic 10 materials from the Coliseum. The higher you place, the better Relic 10 materials you'll get in there to upgrade your, to take yourself to Relic 10. You're also going to need corrupted signal data to go to Relic 10. You can turn in your you can turn in your other signal data to make corrupted signal data. And to make one corrupted signal data, you need 145 points. How much corrupted signal data do you need to take a character from Relic 9 to Relic 10? We don't know. Now, if you look at signal data that we need to go from like 8 to 9, it's 30 of these, it's 30 of these, and it's 55 of these. Now, unless I've missed a communication somewhere, we don't know how much corrupted signal data, but if it's like even 10 corrupted signal data to go to Relic 10. Those 10 corrupted signal data will be a hefty price to pay. You need 145 points. Your fragmented, that's your first one. Your grays, 6. So 6 into that would be like 24 or 25 of them there. 8 into that is going to go like 18, and 10 into that's going to go 15. So that's a lot. And we'll have to see the conversion ratio and how many corrupted signal data you need to go to Relic 10. I think I'm going to guarantee you right here and right now, Relic 10 is going to be super duper expensive. And if you're not an end gamer, I think we're probably going to say hold off on going to Relic 10 until you just build up the stuff, build up the materials over time, unless you want to just blow a bunch of money there. We'll see how that works out. We don't really know it's going to be there yet, but it's going to be super expensive, and it's going to be, it's going to take quite an investment to go to Relic 10 on your characters. In addition to Scavenger, raid shipments are being updated. This is what I want to talk about. This is actually kind of crazy. This is a crazy change, and this is what I'm talking about with relics, relic levels up to Relic 7. The economy that what do we talk about it? So when they brought out the Smuggler's Run 3 and people complained because it wasn't the economy update you've been craving. This is the economy update you've been craving. And I got a table for this. We'll show you, but right now, so let's just talk this. Electrum Conductors and Zinbiddle cards are being changed from costing Mark 3 raid tokens to Mark 2. Electrum Conductor costs 75 Mark 2 and Zinbiddle 100 Mark 2. Now, what are Electrum Conductors and Zinbiddles? These are Electrum Conductors. These are Zinbiddles. Zinbiddles, by the way, is the best name of anything in this game, character or gear related. Absolutely the best gear name for any piece of gear. As far as characters, I think Zinbiddle is the best name of anything in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Now, what's with my screen here? Anyway, all right. Now, these are required. Electrum Conductors are required. And let me go back here. Let me find somebody that's at 4. Do I have anybody at 4? I think like Krennic. He's at 5. Ah, dang it. All right, well, you need Electrum Conductors to go to Relic 6 and all relics above that. I don't think you need them to go to Relic 5 now that I'm looking at it. So Relic 5 is just going to be a rhodium heat sinks and the ones below it. Relic 6 is Electrum Conductors, and then that keeps going on. And then when you're going to go from Relic 6 to Relic 7, do I have a Relic 6? I didn't think about this before. That I was going to need a Relic 6 character. I know I've got a Relic 6 in here somewhere. I feel like I remember, who was at Relic 6? Come on, I got a lot of Relic 5s, I'm gonna have to take to 7. I don't know. Ah, crap. Well, not gonna be able to demo that. That's my fault. Sorry for wasting a little time here. I feel like I had a Relic 6 in here somewhere. All right, well, let's just go to a 7. All right, so I got BB-8 at Relic 7. So you can see that Electron Conductors and Zimbittles are required to go to 8. To go to 7, all you need are Electron Conductors and Zimbittles, and then Impulse Detectors and Arrow Magnifiers are required to go to Relic 8. I'm disappointed that... let me find a Relic 6 in here. Greedo. Greedo is Relic 6. Okay. You can see right there. So we need the Orodium Heat Sinks. We need the Electron Conductors. We need the Zimbittles to go to Relic 7. Okay. That's why I'm saying that going to Relic 7 has just the economy of that has just improved drastically. Now let's take a. I've even made a little table, not a spreadsheet, just a graphic little table. If we look in the guild activity, this is where you spend your Mark 1, 2, and 3 currency. So right now. Where are we? It's up top. It's up higher. It's up higher. Okay. So right now, Zimbittles cost you 250 Mark 3 for 2. So 125 Mark 3 for 2. Electriums cost you 100 Mark 3. Not Mark 2, Mark 3. Now, that's going to change on November 18th. Now they're going to cost you 75 Mark 2 for Electron Conductors and 100 Mark 2 for Zimbittles. That's a big change. We go from 125 Mark III to 100 Mark II, and from 100 Mark III down to 75 Mark II. That's a major change in how we're farming these Relic 7 relic materials. Major change. Not as major as, I mean, this is even bigger. This is even bigger now when we look at carbonite circuit boards, bronzium wirings, and chromium transistors, and erodium heat sinks. These are the pieces you need for all the way up to Relic 5. These pieces are going to be dirt cheap. Absolute dirt cheap to get to Relic 5 in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. 35 Mark 1 for carbonite circuit boards, 40 Mark 1, 50, and 55. That's all Mark 1. Right now, erodium heat sinks are 650 Mark 2 for one of them. 650 Mark II, and that's going down to 55 Mark I. That's a massive change, and it's true all the way along the rest of this. Let me pull up the little table. I get to move it around because I was operating with a different. Hang on a second here. Here you go. Here's that new. Oh, wrong button. I'm all over the place with my buttons here. Here you go. So if you see up here. Zimbittles going from Mark 3 125 down to Mark 2 at 100. Electrons Mark 3 100 down to Mark 2 at 175 or at 75. Erodium heat sinks Mark 2 at 650 down to Mark 1 at 55, and that just continues on. Carbonite circuit boards Mark 2 at 400 down to Mark 1 at 35. Relic 7 is much more affordable right now in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes when this update launches. Much more. In fact, I don't think you don't buy anything in here. As much as possible, save up as much of this currency as you possibly can. Mark 1, Mark 2. I don't think they made any of this stuff cheaper with Mark 3. They didn't say they did anyway. So I would probably just save it all just in case something was missing, because you know how that goes. Oh, we forgot to mention, impulse detectors are going to cost, instead of 265 Mark III, it's only going to be 150. So just save it all. So I would not spend any of this currency up here, these raid currency. I mean, obviously, if you're going to hit 30K or go over it, you need to spend some of it, right? So don't hold on to it and waste it. But you might be able to have it sit in your inbox for a week too. I can't remember how long. When you complete the raid, it goes to your inbox. You might be able to sit on that for a week before you unlock it. So keep that in mind. Save this currency and don't spend it until we get till November 18th and you get the update, because you want to have as much of it hoarded as possible to get max value out of that currency for all the relic materials up to Relic 7, so you can start taking characters up to Relic 7 on your roster, because you're going to need to do that, because Relic Delta is going to make Relic 7 like the minimum you need to be at to be competitive in Grand Arena. And that's really what I was going to look at today as far as relic materials. Yeah, they're making it, you can go higher relic levels at lower, stars now. Okay. Big update. This is the craziest one. Relic 7 is now going to be, Relic 5 has kind of long been the I don't know, the cutoff point for early and mid-game rosters, or really for me, I just take characters where they need to be to unlock the journey, and I just stop right there for the most part. Or Relic 5 to use your datacrons. But now Relic 7 is going to be much more available to us starting November 18th. Save the currency. Let me know if I'm missing anything. I'll talk to everybody very soon. Have a great day, and always remember, Nooch too good.